What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with Realme 16 Pro Plus tips and tricks and hidden features. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to get the most out of your device. So this is the Realme 16 Pro Plus. Now this phone is packed full of a bunch of really awesome features, and I'm looking forward to showing you some of my favorites here in this video. Now the first thing I want to show you is how to change the functionality of the power button. So by default, when you hold down on the power button, it will be pulling up Gemini. Now I do like Gemini a lot, and I actually think that's very helpful. However though, I know some people would prefer the power button to actually pull up the power menu. So what you're going to do to change that is pull down the shade, go to the settings, go to search, type in power, and you'll see right there, power button. So go there, and then you'll see that by default, it does indeed activate the digital assistant. So go here, and then now you'll see this option for power menu. So now when you hold down the power button, you'll have options to restart, power off, and more. So that's definitely a lot more intuitive, and I think a lot of people typically would expect holding down the power button would actually pull up this option. Now with the Realme 16 Pro Plus, we're getting a very large 6.8-inch display. Now that's really awesome, except it's really difficult, if not impossible, to reach all portions of the operating system with just one hand. Now thankfully they have thought of a cool solution to this, and it's called one-handed mode. Now to get to one-handed mode, you're going to go to the settings once again, and then go to search, and then type in one, and then you'll see right there, one-handed mode. So go there, and it's not actually enabled by default. So enable that, and then now when you swipe down on the bottom bar here, it'll pull down the entire display. So now you can pull down the shade very easily, you can reach anything up above here, and it's definitely very easy and intuitive. And then to get out of this, simply tap outside of it, and then now things are back to normal. Now one of the trends this year is that we're seeing AI in more and more things with our smartphones, but I actually feel like with the Realme 16 Pro Plus, the AI features that we're getting here actually make a lot of sense. Now this first AI feature I want to show you is also located in the settings, and this feature is called AI Outdoor Mode. So it usually will show up above here. If not, go to search and look it up. But you'll see right here AI Outdoor Mode. So we're going to go there. And then once we're here in AI Outdoor Mode, you do have to enable it. And then you have to activate your location, so we'll know that you're outside, I guess. Now you'll get an option to add an actual widget for AI Outdoor Mode, and you may as well. And I'm going to move it away from the first page here on the home screen. I don't think that's totally necessary. I'm actually going to put it on the third page here. So now with AI Outdoor Mode enabled, there's a bunch of different functionalities here on the device that you can really toggle on and off and decide if you want those actually enabled when you're in AI Outdoor Mode. But the idea of this feature is that when enabled, this feature will greatly improve outdoor usability by enhancing screen clarity, increasing volume, boosting network speeds, and optimizing system performance. And this may lead to higher battery consumption and increased device temperature, but you are going to be getting a lot of benefits to make the phone more convenient to use when you're actually outdoors. But it's definitely very convenient having that widget here on my home screen, and this is really the first time I've seen a dedicated outdoor mode on a smartphone, so this might be the start of a future trend that might catch on. Now within the top shade here, there's a bunch of different quick toggles, and all of this is fully customizable. So if you go to the pen icon right there, you can remove or add in different modules, so you can see all of these can be customized, but you can go to the plus button right here, and there's quite a few other options that are not already here that you can add in. So definitely lots of different ones that you might want to try out. Also, another really useful one is the power off button. So I did show you that if you hold down the power button, if you make that change to the menu, it will give you that menu for powering off the phone. But if you do want this to still be your assistant, which I do personally prefer, and I want it to be Gemini, then I'm going to keep it like that. But now what I'm going to do is grab this power button, drop it in, go to done, and then now you can see when I pull down the shade, there is a power button right there, and it's super convenient. Now heading back over to the main settings area, if you go down to where it says accessibility and convenience, there's a lot of good stuff here. Now the first one is smart sidebar. So if you swipe over on this little notch on the side of the phone, and you can see this from anywhere in the operating system, you'll now have this sidebar pop up. Now what's cool about this is there's a bunch of different quick toggles here to access various apps and functionalities on your device. If you tap on edit, then you can add some or even remove some that are already here. So it's very customizable. And then if you go to the settings up here, you'll see even more options. So you can actually fully disable this feature if you want to. You can change where you want it to be. So you can have it be auto hidden, where you just kind of go over by muscle memory and activate it. You can also have it on do not hide by the default. you can change the size of the bar, you can change the transparency, you can move it further up or down, and then if you want to, you can move it to the other side. So it's very customizable. You can even go to sidebar style and switch it from a 2-column to a 1-column. Now the next thing I want to show you is floating window. So I'm going to pick the calculator for this example. If I swipe partially up, you'll see there's 2 options. There's split view and floating window. So this is also how you get to split view, but we're going to do floating window. So I'm going to drop it in there. So once I release it, you can see it's floating right there. If I tap on the app, basically it's a whole window here, and I can use the app, but also use other parts of my phone at the same time. I can grab onto the corner and resize this. I can move it around. I can tap up here, and I can even do minimize. And it's basically just gonna be a small icon on the side of the phone, but I can swipe over and pull that up. But back over in accessibility and convenience, I can go here to floating window. And then if I enable the option for adjustable transparency, and then I go back over and do this once again, you can see that if I tap up here, I now have the option for adjusting the transparency. So I can have it more transparent. So basically, I can have it be a floating window, and I can still use this application, but I can also see what is under the application as well. So that's kind of interesting and a nice hidden feature there. But we'll try out split screen here. So I'm going to go up to split view. I'm now going to pick the second app. So I'll pick recorder, and then now you can see it's a 50-50 split between these 2 applications here. You can make one of them bigger and the other smaller if you want. So you can really customize things exactly how you want it to be. You can tap there, and then you can expand one of them if you want to. You can save these as an app group or even swap the sides. Now the next thing I want to show you is how to take a screenshot with the Realme 16 Pro Plus. And there are multiple ways to take a screenshot here with this device. Now the first way to take a screenshot is to simply hold the volume down and power button for about a second. And then there we go, we took the screenshot. And then from there, you do have the option to then share it. Now the next way to take a screenshot is to take 3 fingers, swipe down, it will take the screenshot. And then another way to take a screenshot is hold down 3 fingers, and then from there, you can actually pick exactly how much of the display here you want to take a screenshot of. So it really just crops in, and then you can further adjust that crop after the fact. So that's really nice, and I like how many different editing options we're getting here as well. There's even an option here too for translations. Another way to take a screenshot is to swipe over on the sidebar, go to screenshot, and it'll take a screenshot just like that. And then finally, if you have it set to do so, hold down the power button, take a screenshot. Sure. And then Gemini will take the screenshot for you. But that's how to take a screenshot with the Realme 16 Pro Plus. Now, another thing I recommend doing on this topic is going down to Next AI located in the settings. And then from there, go to AI Smart Loop, enable that. And then now when you take a screenshot and you grab onto the screenshot, move it over to the side, and you'll see we now have this smart loop. So you can go here through all kinds of different apps on your device and then drop the screenshot in. So we're gonna drop it into the printer. And then just like that, I'm able to then print this very easily by using that method. Now, something I found to be really surprising is that the Realme 16 Pro Plus does have a heart rate monitor built into the phone. So pull down the shade, go to the settings, then from there, go down until you see Realme Lab. Go there and then enable this. Go to heart rate measurement, and then now, just by gently placing your finger on the fingerprint sensor, it will take your heart rate. Now, I haven't actually tried this yet. This is my first time, and apparently it's not super accurate. That's probably why it's in the lab section, but we're trying it out right now, and we'll see the results from this, and we'll find out in just 1 second here. And let's see. So what was your status during this measurement? I guess I'm working. I'll go to save, and then it's 100 BPM. So I'm going to ask Gemini about this. Is a 100 BPM okay?
A resting heart rate of 100 BPM is at the very top of the normal range for adults. 60 minus 100 BPM.
Okay, wonderful. Now, if you head back over to the settings of the phone and then go over to accessibility and convenience, and then you'll see here, gestures and motions, there's a bunch of different options here, and some of these I have already shown you. But you can see also turn on and off the torch with the volume button. So when the screen's off, press and hold the volume down button to turn the torch on and off. So we'll try this right now. And now the torch is on. And then now it's off. So that's a really nice hidden trick. There's quite a few other ones here that are not enabled by default, so you might want to try these out. But raise to wake, lift to ear to answer calls, auto switch to receiver, flip to mute incoming calls, which is pretty nice, and then shake to launch. Let's try this one out. So if you shake the phone, it might open up the camera, at least now that I'm setting it to it. So let's see. And it did pull up the camera, so that's really cool. Also in accessibility and convenience, there is assistive ball. So I'll enable that. And then now there's this little ball on the side here. So if I tap on it twice, it'll take me to my recent apps. If I tap on it once, it'll take me back. And then if I tap and hold, it'll take me back to the home screen. And also in the settings for the assistive ball, there's more ways to customize this. So you can see that all of these various functionalities can be completely customized to all these different options. So that's really nice too. So that can definitely come in handy. You can also make it more transparent if you want to, or the opposite. And then it looks like also you can drop this anywhere you want on your operating system. And the final thing I want to show you is a feature in the camera app, and that's called AI Edit Genie. So if you go here, this is actually really cool. You can actually describe a request that you want to be done to your photo. Now there are certain limitations. This is certainly not at a Photoshop level of being able to edit your image. But for example, I'm going to ask it, make my photo in the nighttime. And we'll see how that goes. But it's recognizing. And then you can see it's just a prompt. So I'm going to send that off. And then from there, it's editing my image. And then we'll see what results are created from this. And it does take a second, but it is really nice how it's built into the operating system. So I do appreciate that. And this is actually the first time that I've seen some sort of prompt editor even built into a smartphone's photo gallery. So that is pretty impressive. But you can see it's about to generate and it's processing. And eventually it'll be here at 100%. And let's see. All right, it's definitely darker. And, I'm not totally convinced that it's nighttime, but you can see compared to the regular photo, it's certainly a bit different there. So there might be other prompts that you might want to try out or other ways you can customize things, but that's just one of them. So I'm going to discard right now. You can also go back to AI Edit Genie and you can go to Style Me. So I can style myself as a 3D emoji. So we'll see how that looks. And we'll let that load. Okay, and that's done. So there's me as an AI emoji. I can also just have it be just the emoji. So that's pretty cool as well. But again, there's a lot of features in this AI panel within the photo gallery. So definitely kind of try out things for yourself and see what you can come up with. But I hope you enjoyed my video of tips, tricks, and hidden features to the Realme 16 Pro Plus. This phone definitely has a lot to offer and hopefully you learned something new today, but if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. But this is Kevin and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.